Greetings, Commanders. Today I want to talk about my bromance with my fleet carrier in Elite Dangerous. Well, maybe I can't classify it as a bromance. I mean, I did change the voice to a female voice, but more about that later. Once you become a fleet carrier owner, I don't even give a crap about the upkeep costs because once you have that much money, you can afford the upkeep costs. That's beside the point. Once you own one, it changes your gameplay experience as well as all the friends that you play with. Now, I remember back when I had billions of space bucks, I had tons of ships, they were all engineered, but I had no way to freaking transport all those ships everywhere I wanted to go whenever I wanted to go there. If my friends and I want to do some mining or hunt Thargoids, perhaps do a little bit of combat, well, we all just pile into the fleet carrier, and in most cases we are just one jump away from the action. I love that. Now, you can pretty much bet your entire life savings and absolutely everything that you own that Hawks Gaming absolutely enjoys making money in space, and that's never going to change. Now, I remember back in the day when I wanted to do a little bit of mining, I had to fly all the way to the mining location, mine everything up, then find the best sell location and fly all the way there to go and sell all my loots. And after I did that, I would restock all my limpets and fly all the way back to the mining location and start the vicious cycle all over again. Well, now that I have a fleet carrier, I just fly to the system I want to mine in, park it there, and go mine. And I keep mining, and I don't stop mining. I just go back and forth over and over. And the next thing I knew, I had almost 10,000 freaking diamonds in my hole. Now that gets me to start thinking, wouldn't it be rather interesting if I just changed the name of my fleet carrier from Space Cheddar 1 to buying diamonds at this and this price? And since I'm already a billionaire, doesn't matter if I sit on the diamonds for a couple weeks, as long as I make a profit later. The thing you have to understand, not everybody out there owns a fleet carrier. There might be quite a few, but the meat and potatoes that play this game do not own a fleet carrier. So I was definitely taking the advantage of being able to buy those diamonds and sit on them, then make a huge profit later. The next thing you know though, diamonds go take a huge crap. Now painite is the thing to buy and sell. That's how you're going to be making your money if you own a fleet carrier. The average player is most definitely going to take the opportunity of going to your fleet carrier and selling their entire load and getting about 100,000 less than the galactic high average. You can then turn around and sell that by the tens of thousands later and make a huge profit by doing basically nothing. There is always going to be a really good market on buying and reselling the diamonds and the painite. That's why when I hear people and their little violins playing in the background, oh no, I can't afford to upkeep on my fleet carrier. Yeah, I'm just... be a little bit smart about it, You can make passive income. All you need to do is place your fleet carrier in a good spot and put a buy order out and log out. That's all you have to do. It's just that easy. In a nutshell, owning Space Cheddar 1 gave me the opportunity to make passive income in the area while I was mining, and believe me, I stayed in those areas for at least a week to 2 weeks. Having a mobile base where I can restock, refuel, grab up some more limpets, and then when I get full of the crap that I'm mining, I can just go sell it really fast, one jump away. Then come right back 15 to 20 minutes later. Yeah, we're going to get on that topic here in just a second. I have just recently completed the trip from the bubble all the way to Colonia, and I decided to split that up into 2 different legs instead of just pounding it out 15 hours straight. Yeah, trust me, you don't want to do that because for $5 billion, this thing doesn't come with a window. But Hawks, you can buy your fleet carrier in Colonia. You could just take an Anaconda and fly out there. You could be there in a few hours. Yeah. Just so I don't have to reply in the comments, I know all that stuff. It's just I have a whole bunch of friends that have all their ships stored on my fleet carrier and all their modules and all that stuff for a deep space exploration trip that we're making. See, everyone else, they get to log out and enjoy playing other games or whatever, or perhaps even doing something else. I'm trapped in the position of having to fly us all out there as fast as we can. And for 5 billion space bucks, there is not a window to look out of, and the only way I can break up the monotony of every 16 minutes I have to wait after I jump, and then once I get there, I need to wait 2 minutes to cool down before I can replot my course. So to break up the monotony, I kind of go out there and, honk the system and scan it and look around for a second because, bruh, I don't want to sit there and stare at my wall. And trust me, if you don't have the livery where you can actually have the name tags and things on your ship, well, you're just staring at a blank wall on your fleet carrier. Luckily, my blank wall says Space Cheddar 1. So, I guess at least there's that. No, I'm extremely hopeful. Please, FDev, man. Loving Elite Dangerous. I love it. Just, please give me a window or something when Space Lakes comes out, because man, I can't pound out 15 hours straight of playing a game where the majority of that gameplay is basically looking at a wall. I mean, that hurts me in the feels. I want to get there and experience why having a fleet carrier out there with all my friends on it and their modules, I want to experience that. I just, I need basically something either to do or to look at, because, my wife and I just watched movies the first time. I had to do it for 7.5 hours, and, there's got to be something I can do within the game that keeps me involved. Not so much movies on Netflix and YouTube and, stuff like that. That's kind of depressing. My honest opinion, I'm now in Colonia, so now I get to experience the riveting, immersive gameplay that I can't wait to experience. It's just the fact of getting there. There's got to be a better way, because, for 5 billion space bones, I need a window. I need something to do, because, man, okay, I beat that horse to death, but seriously, I just did a 15-hour journey. It took me 2 days. Seriously, there needs to change. Something needs to happen. Love you guys a lot. Now that I'm here, though, the plan is to ham out all the engineering I needed to do. I've been putting that off for like basically a year and a half. I can finally finish that all-encompassing, super-duper engineer's guide that I've been also putting off forever. After we snag up a few passengers in Colonia, the plan is to head over to Sagittarius A and check out the largest black hole within the Milky Way. Sadly, we all can't ram ourselves into it together as a team. Believe me, we're going to try, but unfortunately we're not going to die from it, because that would actually be pretty cool if you, say, crash into a black hole that you maybe hit the rebuy screen, because that would be an awesome experience that I would definitely want to experience. After those space shenanigans around the Sagittarius A area, we are going to load up with tritium, and then we're going to start the quest to boldly go where almost every single commander almost went before. My science officer, Mr. Gilkinswar, has plotted us a course down to Hawkins Gap. I'm extremely hopeful that we find something new and rather interesting that we can share with fellow commanders in Elite Dangerous. For my Chief of Security Officer, we have Commander Blitz. Here's the thing. He's also basically Data. He knows quite a bit about Elite Dangerous. Yep, my Shatner impression sucks just about as much as my voiceover work does, but, well, I embrace the suck, so let's move on. This should be a rather interesting exploration trip. I mean, this is the very first time I'm actually inviting some of my friends along for the journey, and they're getting screen time as well. I plan on documenting the entire process of finding all the cool planets as well as the cool rings with overlaps. I'm going to try to document everything, as well as the documentation of staring at the wall, because that's part of the trip that kind of needs a little bit of work. But most definitely all of the space shenanigans that happen in our Discord channel are going to be clipped and added in there, especially if it's going to be around something that is a really, really neat discovery for future commanders to come out and find. After watching this video for about 9 minutes and 37 seconds, I'm pretty sure you have a deep burning question inside. Hawks Gaming, do you love your fleet carrier, and why did you change the voice to a female voice? Well, the answer is quite simple, everybody. Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein from the movie The Knight's Tale always taught me to take the good with the bad, so it kind of makes sense. There's a lot of really, really good things about the fleet carrier. And then there's the one thing, staring at a wall. I'm very glad that I have library, so I'm not staring at a blank wall. I can stare at Space Cheddar 1, but yeah, that's mainly the drawback at this point. And as far as I'm concerned, one of the only drawbacks, except for maybe the jump time, cooldown time thing, but that's been debated already since beta, so yeah, it is what it is at this point. Should you grind your bitty little heart out to get yourself a fleet carrier? Well, my answer is yes, you should most definitely work towards that. It actually completely and totally changed the way I play Elite Dangerous. Now I patiently wait for Odyssey and Space Legs to arrive, and in the meantime, we are going to explore the vastness of the black, where everybody basically almost went before, but passed it up. So we're going to be those guys and go in there and figure it out and see if it's good or not. Thank you for watching my bromance with a fleet carrier in Elite Dangerous. Thank you very much, Patreon and YouTube channel supporters. You make this job amazing. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means everything to me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future Elite Dangerous updates, and I will catch you in the next video, Commanders. Peace.